The closing months of World War I, the Middle East was a theater of dramatic change. Among the many battles fought, the liberation of Haifa stands out for its courage and historical significance. Yet for decades, the real heroes behind this victory were hidden in the shadows of imperial narratives. Today we journey back to September 1918 to uncover the story of Indian soldiers who changed the course of history in Haifa, Israel. September 23, 1918, the city of Haifa was under Ottoman control, a strategic stronghold in the Sinai and Palestine campaign. The 15th Imperial Service Cavalry Brigade, composed mainly of the Jodhpur Lancers and Mysore Lancers, prepared for a daring assault. These Indian regiments, far from home, were about to make history with a cavalry charge that would echo through time. Leading the charge was Major Dalpat Singh of the Jodhpur Lancers. Under relentless machine gun and artillery fire, Singh and his men advanced across rocky slopes toward Mount Carmel. The odds were stacked against them, but their determination was unwavering. Major Singh would pay the ultimate price, falling in battle, but his leadership and bravery earned him the title Hero of Haifa. Despite fierce resistance, the Indian cavalry pressed on. They captured Ottoman positions on Mount Carmel, breaking the enemy's hold on the city. The liberation of Haifa was not just a military victory, it was a testament to the courage and skill of Indian soldiers. The city's port was freed, and over 1,300 prisoners and several artillery guns were captured. The victory came at a cost. The Jodhpur Lancers alone suffered 8 killed and 34 wounded. Each casualty was a reminder of the price paid for freedom. Yet the bravery displayed by these regiments would become a source of pride for generations to come, even if their story was not immediately recognized. For decades, the story of Haifa's liberation was told as a British victory. Indian soldiers, though central to the battle, were often left unnamed. This was due to the imperial command structure, where Indian regiments served under British leadership, and official reports credited the British Army. Simplified narratives in textbooks and commemorations further obscured the Indian role. Colonial-era records often emphasized imperial unity, downplaying the contributions of colonial troops. The shorthand British liberated Haifa became common in Israel and elsewhere, entering textbooks and public memory. This bias not only erased the identity of Indian soldiers but also shaped how generations understood the battle. Recent archival research has shed new light on the events of 1918. Historians and researchers have uncovered documents and testimonies that clearly attribute the liberation of Haifa to Indian cavalry regiments. This evidence has prompted a reevaluation of the battle's legacy, both in Israel and India. In 2025, the city of Haifa took decisive steps to correct the historical record. The local government announced that school textbooks would be revised to explicitly state that Indian, not British, troops liberated the city. This move marked a significant shift in how the battle would be taught to future generations. The mayor of Haifa, Yona Yahav, announced that textbooks for grades 3 to 5 would now teach the true story of Haifa's liberation. This change ensures that children in Haifa grow up knowing the real heroes behind their city's freedom. It's a powerful example of how education can reshape collective memory. Every year on September 23, Haifa now celebrates Haifa Day with ceremonies that honor the Indian regiments. These events are held at the Indian Cemetery in Haifa, attended by officials from both India and Israel. The commemorations serve as a reminder of the shared history and sacrifices that bind the two nations. New memorials and plaques have been installed in Haifa and in Indian cities like Jodhpur and Mysore. These monuments provide accurate historical accounts and honor the bravery of the Indian regiments. They stand as lasting tributes to the soldiers who fought and fell in the battle for Haifa. Figures like Major Dalpat Singh are now publicly commemorated as central heroes of the Battle of Haifa. Both India and Israel have embraced his legacy, ensuring that his story is told and remembered. This recognition is a step toward restoring the dignity and honor of all Indian soldiers who served in the campaign. The correction of Haifa's history is about more than just setting the record straight. It restores rightful credit to Indian soldiers whose sacrifices were overlooked for decades. By acknowledging their role, both Israel and India are taking important steps toward historical justice. This new recognition has also strengthened the cultural and diplomatic ties between India and Israel. Shared commemorations and mutual respect for each other's history have deepened the relationship, creating new opportunities for collaboration and understanding. Children in Haifa are now learning from an early age that it was Indian soldiers, not British, who liberated their city. This change in education is shaping a new generation's understanding of history, fostering respect and appreciation for the contributions of others. The story of Haifa's liberation is a powerful lesson in how colonial-era narratives often erase the roles of non-European troops. By correcting the record, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of history and the importance of recognizing all who contributed. The Jodhpur Lancers, one of the key regiments in the battle, were renowned for their discipline and bravery. Their actions at Haifa became legendary, inspiring pride in their home city and across India. Today, their legacy is celebrated in both countries. Alongside the Jodhpur Lancers, the Mysore Lancers played a crucial role in the liberation of Haifa. Their courage under fire and determination to succeed were instrumental in the victory. The Mysore Lancers are now rightfully honored as heroes of the campaign. Major Dalpat Singh's leadership and sacrifice have become symbols of valor. His story is taught in schools and commemorated at memorials, ensuring that his name lives on as the hero of Haifa. His legacy inspires new generations to value courage and honor. The Battle of Haifa was part of the larger Sinai and Palestine campaign, a series of operations against Ottoman and German forces. Indian regiments played a vital role throughout the campaign, demonstrating their skill and resilience in challenging conditions. General Allenby's broader offensive aimed to break Ottoman control in the region. The success at Haifa was a turning point, enabling further advances and contributing to the eventual end of Ottoman rule in Palestine. Haifa's port was a crucial asset, providing access to the Mediterranean and supporting Allied logistics. Its liberation opened new supply routes and weakened the Ottoman position, making the victory even more significant. The Indian regiment's success at Haifa resulted in the capture of over 1,300 prisoners and several artillery guns. These achievements demonstrated their effectiveness and contributed to the overall Allied victory in the region. While casualties among the Indian units were limited compared to the scale of the battle, each loss was deeply felt. The sacrifice of these soldiers is now honored in memorials and commemorations, ensuring they are never forgotten. Archival research played a crucial role in uncovering the true story of Haifa's liberation. By examining original documents, historians were able to piece together the contributions of Indian regiments, challenging long-held assumptions. Indian and international media have played a vital role in raising awareness about the true history of Haifa's liberation. Reports and documentaries have brought the story to a wider audience, helping to correct misconceptions. The Haifa Historical Society has been instrumental in advocating for the recognition of Indian soldiers. Their research, announcements, and collaboration with local authorities have ensured that the story is preserved and shared. Haifa's municipal government has actively supported the correction of historical records. Official statements and public events have reinforced the importance of acknowledging the true liberators of the city. In India, the story of Haifa's liberation has become a point of national pride. Memorials, exhibitions, and educational programs celebrate the bravery of the Indian regiments, connecting the past with the present. Israel's acknowledgement of Indian soldiers has fostered goodwill and respect between the two nations. The inclusion of their story in textbooks and public commemorations marks a new chapter in shared history. Haifa Day events have become a symbol of remembrance and gratitude. These annual ceremonies bring together people from diverse backgrounds to honor the sacrifices of Indian soldiers and celebrate the city's liberation. The Indian cemetery in Haifa is a solemn place of remembrance. Here, the names of fallen soldiers are inscribed and annual ceremonies pay tribute to their courage and sacrifice. It stands as a lasting connection between India and Israel. In India, cities like Jodhpur and Mysore have erected memorials to honor their regiment's role in Haifa. These sites serve as places of reflection and education, ensuring that the legacy of the soldiers endures. New plaques and exhibitions in both countries provide detailed accounts of the battle and the soldiers' bravery. These efforts help to educate the public and keep the memory of the Indian regiments alive. Public memory is shaped by the stories we tell and the heroes we honor. By correcting the record, Haifa and India are ensuring that the bravery of Indian soldiers is remembered and celebrated for generations. The story of Haifa's liberation by Indian soldiers is now gaining international recognition. Scholars, diplomats, and the public are acknowledging the importance of this episode in world history. The liberation of Haifa is now celebrated as a shared legacy between India and Israel. This bond, forged in battle, continues to inspire cooperation and friendship between the two nations. Textbooks play a powerful role in shaping how history is understood. By updating educational materials, Haifa is ensuring that the contributions of Indian soldiers are recognized and respected by future generations. By teaching children the true story of Haifa's liberation, both nations are investing in a future where historical truth is valued. These young custodians of memory will carry the lessons of courage and justice forward. The recognition of Indian soldiers' role in Haifa has had a positive impact on diplomatic relations. It has opened new avenues for cultural exchange, tourism, and collaboration between India and Israel. The story of Haifa's liberation reminds us of the importance of learning from the past. By acknowledging overlooked contributions, we build a more inclusive and accurate understanding of history. Haifa's correction serves as a model for other nations seeking to address historical inaccuracies. It shows that with research, education, and public will, it is possible to honor those who have been forgotten. The journey to correct historical records is ongoing. As more stories come to light, it is essential to continue the conversation, ensuring that all voices are heard and all sacrifices are remembered. Today, the world recognizes the Indian soldiers who liberated Haifa as true heroes. Their courage, sacrifice, and legacy are now celebrated in both India and Israel. By honoring their memory, we ensure that history reflects the truth and inspires future generations.